All right, guys, welcome back to the Stream of Consciousness. I'm your host, Cyrus. Let's check out this story today. San Francisco makes Parklets program permanent. So, what this is about is these parklets, these little outdoor dining and seating areas that they've built all over the city. Many cities throughout the country are doing this. It provides additional income. A lot of these restaurants are relying on this for business. They built them, they spent a lot of money on them. Now they're going to be permanent. If you don't think this is significant, President of the San Francisco Small Business Commission calls this decision to keep the parklets the biggest change to San Francisco's land use since the 1906 earthquake. And yeah, that's actually not much of an overstatement there when you consider there's over 1,500 of these spots throughout the city and growing. That's a lot of public land that's being handed over to these businesses at essentially no cost. Unless you're a chain, you're not going to be paying any fees. And even the chains are only going to be paying $3,000 a year. So, the other side of this coin is that it's a massive giveaway of a major public resource for essentially nothing, right? You're just handing over all this real estate. Here's London Breed, mayor of San Francisco. She's very excited. She's tweeted about these businesses that have parklets. I mean, sounds great on paper, except for, the citizens who need to use the bike lanes. I took a look at one of these parklets that they were advertising in the mayor's tweet. Here it is, Flower Pop. I mean, you can clearly see that they're in the middle of the bike lane here. Let's look at Google Maps. Here's the business here. I know if you can't recognize it, I'll jump back here for a second. There it is. Here it is again. I mean, look at this bike lane. It's in use. Look at this. There's a guy going down it. Well, how's he supposed to go down it when it looks like this? Like, explain that part to me. So, it's supposed to be a shared public resource. Now it's being privatized in the name of helping small businesses. Okay. If you look here, there's also some safety issues to be concerned about. Here's another business that was in the mayor's tweet, Churn. I looked it up. Kind of weird, actually. The sign over here is not even for Churn, it's for somebody else. When you zoom in and you look at this thing, I mean, it looks like some sort of piece of steel or iron. It's definitely metal. It's hanging off of two pallets here, and just barely holding it in. You could just imagine if a car hits this. The safety issue here is just insane. This guy is in major risk. Everybody here is. They don't realize it. A car could hit this and do serious damage to them. This isn't going to stop anybody. I mean, take a look. They've got some kegs holding up pallets, holding up a huge piece of steel or iron or whatever this is. Oh my God. Just terrible. Look all around. Just terrible. You think that's going to protect you from an accident? You're wrong. You'd think there'd be a million accidents. You'd be right about that. This article here is about cars and parklets not mixing, and they're looking for solutions after recent accidents. Look at some of these pictures. Here is a parklet that's been destroyed by an accident. Imagine if you were sitting there. Just insane. Do you think that's the only time? Nope, it's not. Here's another one. Just car right into it. I mean, these things don't have concrete bollards. They don't have any protection. You're just out there sitting right in the middle of traffic, hoping that a pallet is going to protect you from a drunk driver or an idiot. Good luck with that. Here it is repaired. Oh, it's like nothing ever happened. There wasn't a huge accident here the other day. This is ridiculous. So watch out for these parklets. They're extremely unsafe. I know we had to let things slide during COVID, but they're a public hazard. There's really no building standards around these things, and they're obviously putting people out there in a dangerous situation. So, if it were me, I wouldn't sit in these things.